Hey everybody, welcome back to the Court of Random Opinion. My name is Laura Neidigh. I'm out of town again, as you can see, so my setup's going to be a little bit different. Maybe not the best picture and sound quality, but I'm going to do what I can with what I got. I saw something interesting last night pertaining to the Laura Owens criminal case and her GoFundMe dilemma. As you guys know, if you've been following this story, this man, Rich Lieberman, he's got a YouTube show. He worked in the Bay Area in radio with Ronn Owens. He's, I guess, a friend of the family. Maybe there was a little bit of a rift there for a while, but he's been back in touch with them regarding this whole situation, especially with the GoFundMe. Now, Rich had made some recent videos about that, and for the first time, finally really questioned Ron as to, come on, like, where is this money actually going? Saying, I'm not an idiot. So he was actually giving some pushback, and I guess that's because Ron and Jan finally stopped answering questions, or answering the phone in general. So last night, Rich tweeted, "Exclusive, I spoke to former KGO talk host Ronn Owens. Details soon on my YouTube show Sunday night." Last night was Sunday night. Nothing came to be. We had Cat Lady Ballerina, Lord of the fucking Spreadsheets, asking, hey, what time? And now I guess he says it's going to come out this morning. And it is, I guess, still morning in Arizona, dude. I don't know. It's afternoon here. So anyways, I guess we'll be keeping an eye out for that. But Ron actually had something to say himself, which I thought was interesting because it was posted super late at night in Arizona time, in the weird hours of the morning here. So I find it hard to believe that a very sick elderly man is posting such things at late hours of the night, but okay, Laura, we'll go with it. So Ron says, "I'm deeply grateful that the GoFundMe account set up for me last year is still active and continues to provide essential support as I navigate an incredibly challenging period in terms of health and finances. If you'd like to contribute or simply share the link, you can find it below. Unfortunately, some individuals have made defamatory claims suggesting the fund was created to support my daughter, Laura, and her legal expenses. Those claims are completely false and deeply hurtful." Well, you know what else is completely false and deeply hurtful? Laura's TED Talk. Hello. Tell the people what you did.
I'm going for my 1 mile down.
That's not what I was asking.
Tuxedo Island.
This is, okay.
What did I do?
You're just taking over. That's.
Oh, I'm taking over. But I just, I just came in to get water. Love you.
Okay. Bye. 10 minutes later. Are you finished?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Bye. I'll be back in 10.
Oh, good. It's a very large time frame. Bye. What the fuck was I even saying? Oh, I remember now. I was having my moment of moral outrage here. You know what else is completely false and deeply hurtful is Laura's TEDx talk. Laura has not received, requested, or accessed any of the GoFundMe contributions. Well, now she won't because she's got a lot of eyes on her. And none of them have been or will be used for her legal matters. You can't use it to pay off Dr. Medchill either, mister. Those aren't your medical expenses. Let's keep that in mind. I gotcha. Let me make it clear that I stand with Laura 100% and am disheartened by the online efforts to discredit us both. Excuse me, did your daughter not go to all the tabloids in America and desperately try to ruin a man's reputation online? I find it hard to have any sort of serious reaction to this because everything he's saying is so hypocritical in the context of what his daughter has done and how he continues to 100% stand with her in light of that. Deepest thanks to so many of you who have had my back and hers through it all. And my deepest condolences to anyone who fell for that. Now, Ron wasn't totally thrilled with all of the comments. I'm surprised he didn't delete this one. Please supply a recap of your situation and needs for those who would be glad to help but would appreciate some background and current information. Ron says, "Chris, I'm not looking for a pity party. Sharing this is uncomfortable and frankly humiliating. But the truth is, I've had Parkinson's for 24 years, serious heart issues, 4 separate battles with cancer, and countless other physical and financial setbacks. Yeah, that's not the situation we're talking about. You disclosed all of that already. Why don't you address why people think this is so sus? Look, if that stuff's going to be used for medical expenses, fine. Not my place to tell people where they send their money. But if that fund goes anywhere except for bills or some sort of payments for treatments for the medical conditions you described in that comment, then you're a sick fuck who's exploiting terrible issues that many people face to try to get people to give you what you want. And if that is the case, like father, like daughter. Your family lost the right to the benefit of the doubt up front when you continued to stand by and even help and watched your daughter destroy the lives of innocent people for her own personal revenge. So I don't really want to hear about how humiliating it is to talk about when at least 3 innocent men had to stand up in court and have all of their messages and their most vulnerable, painful moments on display because of your daughter and her false claims. I couldn't really give a fuck about your humiliation. All right, well, mom came back in, and she's here for a couple days, so you might just have to hear some noise in the background. Please ignore that. Here are some important questions you might want to answer or things you might need to address if you want people to believe that your GoFundMe is actually for medical expenses. I've heard some people, including Rich, say that your medical expenses should probably be fully covered. So then why do you need additional funds? Why, given your apparent dire financial situation, have you been spending all your money on fancy, expensive lawyers for Laura? Apparently, Jan has been paying for this GoFundMe to be an ad on Facebook. What's that about if you're so humiliated? Why, if you are in such a dire financial situation, are you continuing to pay for fancy horses, horse shows, expensive gym memberships, ordering Uber Eats every night per Laura's blog? These are the things that don't make sense to me. So when people ask questions, it's not enough to say, oh no, I'm embarrassed. No, you better provide them with some answers. Then maybe if you have a legitimate cause, they will help you. Though I'll admit, you seem to have been unfortunately successful to this point getting people to give you money. And I really hope for those people's sake that it's for what you say it's for. But given this family's track record that these people are not aware of, I don't have a lot of faith that these people aren't getting scammed. But if you're lying about it with the family this far under the microscope and people finding out everything that you've done, it's not going to end well this time. The game is over. That's all I got for now. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I will see you all soon.